My 50 defense account is going to take on the hardest PVM challenge from 2005. That's right, JAD. Even today, the fire cape is a major milestone for many people. Well, what does it look like to do fight caves in 2025 in Old School Runescape? Let's find out on 416 Hero. But before we even step foot in the fight caves to fight JAD, we need to accomplish a few things to get there. First, we need higher range levels. Thankfully, while I was away at Fasani's Nightmare, I got my range levels up to 85. Second, higher HP levels is a plus 2. We're now at 87, thanks to Ammonite Crabs. However, JAD has a max hit of 97. So even still, one mistake and it's over. We're going to boost our range levels even higher. If you've been following the series for a while, you know I hunted some red chins. I said I would throw them when I had Void. I put that off for so long, but today's the day we are getting Void. While I'm going to be racking up the pest control points to get Void, I'm going to be on wait for it to hunt even more red chins. We're going to be using the middle boat here because we're not level 100 yet in combat. And to be honest, because of our 50 defense and 63 prayer, we're not going to be level 100 for quite some time. At this point in time, we're only going after the range Void set, so we're going to need just 850 points for the helmet and of course the top, bottom, and gloves. Thanks to us achieving medium combat achievements about a week ago, we get 2 bonus points per game, making it 6 points per game for us. So let's give a really quick rundown on pest control. So you come onto the island and you hop into these boats. There's a beginner, intermediate, and veteran boat. The veteran boat will net the most points, but you're going to need at least level 100 combat. Because I'm not a level 100 combat, I'm at the intermediate boat. You need to be at least level 40 to be in the beginner boat, and you need to be at least level 70 for the intermediate boat. Once you load into a game, you're going to run into the center here, and there's this Void Knight that you're supposed to protect. Now the best strategy is to close these gates and run to the portals and destroy the portals as soon as possible. Unfortunately, it looks like there's currently no one at this portal. Now each portal actually has a attack style weakness, and now I'm dead. But generally speaking, whatever attack style you choose to train is going to be good enough as long as you focus down the right things and there are enough people in the game. Occasionally, spinners will spawn, this highlighted mob right here, and those things will heal the portal. So if your team lacks DPS and the portals aren't going down, make sure to target those before you hit the portal. Now you can't just hit any portal, you have to pay attention to which portal has its shield down. So right now, the east one has a red box around it, meaning you're free to hit this one. I'm hitting the spinners right now so that they can't heal the portal, and now that they're gone, I hit the portal. Again, I just want to reiterate, please hit the spinners. There's an important distinction here. This game mode is safe for hardcores, but it is not safe for group hardcores. And one more thing, besides the void points that you actually get a little bit of GP per game. Not a crazy amount, but it's like a nice little bonus, you know? If you're playing pest control at the peak hours during the day, games should go by pretty quickly. I'm currently playing on a Sunday afternoon, so naturally there's a lot of people. And sometimes when there's a lot of people, there's going to be multiple pest control games going in at once. So if you hop into the boat and the game seems to have skipped you over, because there's actually a player cap per game, I think it's like 25 or 30, something like that. Don't worry, you're probably going to get into another game really quickly. As a side note, I swear once upon a time, pest control used to not give you any combat EXP for whatever reason. They must have changed this at some point, and honestly, this change is for the better. I never understood why you couldn't get combat EXP. Quick update on the red Chinchompa hunting situation. We're just about to get 300 in our inventory. I believe 416 Hero has about 2,000 sitting in his bank. Let's see how many red chins we can hunt during this pest control grind. We just passed 200 pest control points off of the last game, so we're a little under 25% of the way there. And we just hit 1,000 red chins hunted in this session. Pest control is a reflection of real life. When people enter a room that has a closed door, and when they leave, they don't close it. No fucking way! UIM Tebow! He called it earlier today. UIM gets a Tebow. This man is running out of excuses to do the Inferno. Or to not do the Inferno, rather. Anyways, final pest control game. Finally, we're going to reach 852 points, assuming we don't fail this game. Honestly, at this medium boat, games do fail semi-often. With our points, let's talk to the Void Knight. Scroll down in the reward shop, and we're going to get the Void Knight top for 250 points. We're going to get the robes and the gloves. And we got to be a little careful here. The helmet, but the range helmet. There we go. Collection logs. And let's put it on. Sheesh. He's in the way. Here we are. That took quite a bit of time, but we got it done. Over on Wait For It, we've been hunting red chins the entire pest control grind, and we ended up with just shy of 2,000 red chins. Obviously, I was not hunting them very efficiently. We're not going to waste too much time here, but just real quick, but a rather significant upgrade that we're going to give ourselves is the Amulet of Fury. So let's go ahead and make that real quick. We're going to want a Onyx Amulet Unstrung. Combine it with the Ball of Wool. We get an Onyx Amulet. And I'm on the wrong spellbook. Here we go, standard spellbook and enchant. There we go, an Amulet of Fury. Let's go ahead and put that in the group storage. Over on 416 Hero, let's grab it out of the storage and put this bad boy on. There we go. Off to the tunnels. Made our way to the tunnels. Here we are set up, throwing some red chins. We got about 4,400 chins to chuck. We'll see what level we get to. We're currently halfway through 85, so I think we're going to get to 86 for sure. Got some divine range pots with me, prayer pots, and just a little bit of food just in case. Okay, now we're really into it. We've got it set up. We're getting big EXP drops. I'm on the way over with Wait For It to drop some more supplies. We're going to need a little bit more food and some anti-poisons. Here we are. We made it on Wait For It. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop some Corwambons and the anti-venom potion and then TP out. Of course, we're using the new Royal Titan Prayer Scroll, Deadeye. Here comes supply drop number 2. Ooh, I missed the pop-up, but that was 86 range and 88 hit points. About 600 chins chucked so far. I think just about 1,000 red chins have been chucked so far. The EXP is flying. We're halfway to 87 range. 87 range, and we still got 2,500 chins to throw. We have about 1,800 red chins left. I think we're going to be able to get to 88 range, but we're not going to have enough chins to carry us to 89. So once I hit 88, I'm going to stop there, and then we move on. Just a couple more chins here, and we're going to hit 88 range. One more throw. And there it is, 88 range. We are out of here. After almost 3 hours. Oh, I'm not logged in on the other account. I can't TP out. That was a lot of skeletons. Okay, now we can TP out. We are now ready for the fight caves. 62 waves to get through, and then we meet Jad at 63. Now, as someone who has done countless Jads, on top of all the harder PVM grinds I've done, including Bulorva, Inferno, and the Quiver, I'm still kind of nervous for some reason. For one thing, we're 50 defense and 63 prayer. And I think the biggest reason is, this is something I'm supposed to do, no problem. But all it takes is one mistake. But before we head in, let me just show you my setup real quick. We're going to be rocking the full Eclipse set. We're going to have an Amulet of Fury, Barrow's Gloves, Snakeskin Boots, and our inventory looks like this. We're going to have the Divine Range Pot, a range pot, a whole bunch of super restores, one brew. Honestly, I probably won't need the brew, but like I said, I'm a little afraid for some reason, so I'm going to bring that just in case. And then we have 7 Corwambons. One small adjustment, I'm going to bring 1 stamina. There it is. It has been done with supplies left over as well. We didn't end up using the stamina pot, but that's okay. Our first big PVM achievement on this account. Feels good, man. It wasn't too bad, but 50 defense is definitely scary and makes everything a lot scarier. Well, it has been done. The pinnacle of PVM back in 2005, but done in Old School Runescape 2025. All these restores left over tells me that I probably could have just used my offensive prayers a bit more often. I was pretty conservative with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty nerve-wracking. I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when I hit the Inferno.